Welcome to the video. Jim's eating a sandwich and we're going on the compound for some exploration to go over things. Let's go. I mentioned Jim's eating a sandwich. So here's the thing. We have a container. I talked to you guys about some ideas on where I wanted to put it. I think I know the spot, but I want to test it first. So I'm gonna test it as if the truck was a container. Container in question, blue monstrosity. Okay, I'll show you what I'm thinking. All right, so here's the thing. So we have like a perfect little alleyway behind this building, and it solves two things. It kind of keeps the container out of sight, it's easy to access, it's not in a dangerous path, and I think it will make a good viewing platform, but we're gonna use the truck as a tester to see, because I don't wanna put the container here and then figure out that it won't really work that well for like viewing or filming. Yeah. I don't think both of us should stand on a glass sunroof, so we'll keep it just to me. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was a little bit, how do I say this? What's the thing where you like think you're overextatic, I underestimated, overestimated? I don't know the word.
You were too enthusiastic.
No, I thought I would be able to see over the roof, but it's really high.
Yeah.
So you can see this part, but you can't see around the corner of the building, which I guess I should have known. Either way though, I feel like if I put the container here, it's important that it's in line with the edge of the building so you can get a good sight of that, versus if it's back here reset like I was originally thinking, it'd be bad. So if I keep it in line with here, it'll probably come out to here, and you kind of have like a good vision of that all through here. How you doing?
I already know what you're doing up there. We talked about it last night.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if it's a good spot for the container. Concrete's being concreted.
Yep.
All right, so using our precise measuring skills, AKA Donnie's feet, this is roughly where we would have the edge of the container land, which I think would still be a pretty good vantage point. So like basically you'd have this full area that would have a railing where you could stand on all the storage, and I think it's far enough back and in a spot where it won't really be an issue. I guess if you do a backy here is still like, yeah, I think it'll be okay.
You'd have to be cooking to like come off that far.
You'll see, unfortunately, what I was trying to avoid is quite a bit of the side of the container.
Yeah.
So I'll want to make sure that it's a color or something that I like the look of. I was leaning towards black.
Be a hot ass container.
Well, I'm not trying to live inside of it. I'm torn. I hate green.
Yeah.
I think tan would be ugly. I think black's a move because it's just like, it just sinks.
Yeah.
You don't see it, but you are going to see the side of that container quite a bit.
Could we buy like the, what's it called? The Vanta black?
So it's just, that'd be funny.
It just disappears.
Invisible black shit.
Cement man.
All right. Compound done. All right, I do need your guys' input on something. There's one other big decision that we need to make, and it's involving this little circle on the pad. I want to know if you guys think we should make it grass or concrete, and I'll explain my thought process. It's all torn up right now because of drainage. I kind of liked that it was grass because it forced people to run an outside line, where I feel like if it's all concrete, people can just kind of go wherever they want. I don't know that it necessarily looked beautiful, but I'm on the fence about it, because right now it'd be easy to just concrete the whole thing and have another pad, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's necessary here. It is your least favorite interruption in your third favorite YouTuber's content to remind you that we have the R34 GTT giveaway that is going live right now. Every $5 you spend gives you a chance to win LZMFG.DriftHQ.com, and we just dropped some new merch. So this is the R34 Epic Most Best Design Ever to hit the history of internet, now available on a hoodie. And then we have the simpler design that is reminiscent of our old JZX 100T, which is actually one of the best sellers we've ever had in the history of LZMFG. These are available now, as well as 2 Griots bundles that are specifically curated from all of the great products that I like to use when I wash a car. We've got like a more budget option, more baller option. Great gift if you're looking to get someone who likes cars something for Christmas, or if you just want to get yourself something for Christmas because no one gives a about you. We took this thing for a drive. I experimented with a little POV cam, and I actually kind of like it. I'm gonna put the footage in here. We were just filming a reel, but if you like it, I feel like I should do this more often, with more cars that I drive more regularly, and I can do that if you'd like it. Just make sure you mention it in the comments. All right, let's go for a drive. Turbo noise on this thing is so good. All right, let's give this thing a nice little rev. you spend gives you enough for a chance to win. One of the challenges of this week has been navigating the house renovations, which are about to start actually the day that we leave for Japan. Matt's gonna come over with the crew and start demolishing everything inside of our house. So as you can see right now, some furniture's gone, some of the stuff's gone, a lot of the clothes is gone. Oh, Riley, are you bringing a toy? Are you bringing a toy? You got more toys for us? Ready? 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 Go! She's stoked because there's normally a bunch of furniture, so she's got a big runway in here now. What do you want, Pete? Do you want an SR20? Is that what you want? Do you want VCT or do you want a non-VCT SR20? All right, so anyway, you can see I'll probably include some progress clips as this place gets empty. The transformation is going to be insane in here. If you haven't seen it in the videos over on the Obsessed Garage channel, you're gonna wanna check it out. This place is gonna look nothing like it's looking now. So a lot of changes happen in the compound all at once. Kind of a bummer that it's happening right as the weather gets beautiful because this is when I want to spend time doing dumb stuff here, but I'll still, won't be too far. I should probably show you the garage. The garage is getting kind of ridiculous with the amount of stuff in there. I gotta admit, this is the first home renovation I've been a part of, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I don't even think this is half of the stuff that we're gonna be needing for the new house. Obviously, there's like no furniture in here, and it's almost taking up half of this massive garage, just getting everything together. I guess some people, when they do a home renovation, they don't have a lot of space, so they probably have things show up as they need it. But because we're trying to get it done on a relatively quick timeline, having the space to be able to stack parts up before they're needed, yeah, I don't even think the cabinets are in here, so. This looks like so much stuff, but it's really not. Mustang, you're gonna need to get out of here. It's cool though, I'm really, really excited. I feel like since we got the compound house here, it's not really felt like our home. We were on the fence about redoing it, and at first we weren't even planning to really spend much time here, but it's definitely become our primary home, so trying to make it feel more comfortable and more of our own has been a pretty big priority, so I'm very thankful and excited that we get to do it this year. And crazy Matt Mormon, who's gonna literally live on property throughout the process. I'm gonna have a blast having him around. I don't know how he's gonna last out here living in an RV. But we're gonna have some fun, that's for sure. Riley, look at you with your toy. You're so excited. You wanna go inside? Is that what you want? Let's go. She's so happy. Maybe it's just me, but I found it really cool kind of getting to see the whole process along the way of them creating this new drainage system. So I kind of showed you before, but that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drains total. And this is all sloped down and tested, so they basically just run a hose into it. I'm sure there's lots of levels and stuff involved. It goes through here, and then there's a joinage that goes and drains out to there, which is the low point all the way over there. So obviously, if we are super flooded, this area is still gonna flood. There's no way to avoid it, but we get a lot of water backed up here, even though it's higher ground than there. So this is going to help all the low spots drain and like put water where it's supposed to go over there. So one other thing we were on the fence of doing, and I asked you guys for your opinion, but I didn't upload the video soon enough to get your opinion, I don't think. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, we'll see. I think I am gonna keep grass here. We call this building the island because it had a grass island, so I don't wanna ditch the island. And it's a little bit of water absorption, it's nice, and it forces cars when we're running here not to just cut the inside a bunch. So we're gonna probably radius out a little bit like this. Actually, honestly, a little bit less. Keep a nice little shape. In my mind, we would have some ridiculous like fountain or monument or structure that would go there. I don't know what it will be. I just picture like a mock of some like Roman statue or something that goes there. In other news, we also got a massive dump truck full of shell delivered, which I'm learning a lot here through the process. I didn't know shell was a thing, but it's cheaper than gravel, and you put it down and it just packs really hard. So that's going to be where the container goes. So we got that dropped. The container is gonna go back there. Still haven't super finalized where it's gonna go, but the guys are getting to painting the container today, making it look super nice and pretty. That way when we put it in there, it will be a little bit easier than trying to paint it while it's halfway in the woods. If we wanna brand it or decorate it later, build the railing, that'll be done once it's in place. But at least it's painted, it's ready to go, and hopefully we can get it over there and see everything maybe this Friday all kind of come together. And then there's also this area that we forgot on the last batch that will widen up this corner a little bit. And there may be one other little area that we forgot as well. This area serves zero purpose other than balancing out the geometric shape of the pond. So if I paint a line here, it will look better. But there's kind of like a weird area here that just needed to be like made to be like this instead of going like that. So that way if I paint like a line around the pond, it'll look nice and pretty. I've really been enjoying driving this thing lately. It's been pretty fun kind of just getting it fully dialed, and it's almost there. But more than anything, just having a car that's kind of low stress to drive that I can just enjoy, especially being the nostalgia of being my first car and having a really badass engine in it. It's pretty cool. We just redid the alignment and changed out the rear tires, so I'm curious to see if it hooks any better now. A little bit better, doesn't spin as much. It's so quiet, I love it. My stupid camera mic didn't work like it's been doing to me a lot lately, so I'm just gonna voice this over. This is me being sentimental, being like, wow, I haven't been in this garage in a really long time. Can you believe that we built all our cars in here? It was actually really fun building cars in here, even despite having little space. You never lost anything, a lot of good vibes, but it's crazy to think that my S13 pretty much got built here, my R32 sedan, my 350Z, a lot of different cars were built on this tiny little lift, and yeah, it just goes to show like you don't really need big space. And then see my E46 in here, that thing never existed when I had the house. I had already sold it like my freshman year in college, so it's really weird seeing my first car in my first home garage, in my garage next to all my books. Some dumb dad jokes, probably what I'm saying here. And then, yeah, talking about, you know, I'm probably going to cruise, go get some tacos, but something's weird because it was running lean. I don't know if you could tell in that point of view shot. Actually found out there's a vacuum line that goes to the fuel pressure regulator that was like kind of kinked. So hopefully when I go and drive it, the air fuel ratio will be better because the vacuum line will be fixed. So let's go give it a rip. Broken camera Adam again because I'm an idiot and I don't look at my camera to see when the mic's off. Also, screw you, Canon, for making a camera where you could turn the mic off. That's really freaking stupid. I did a rip and I didn't film it, but it's better but not as good as it should be, so probably something else going on. I'm going to ring up RK Tunes Jordan and see if RK Tunes Jordan can take a look at it. Maybe I just got to turn the fuel pressure up. It's possible because it's colder outside that maybe now that's why the air fuels are less rich than I want them to be. They're a little lean, but how cool was it to go get tacos at my favorite taco spot in my first car? Some dumb sentimental bullshit like that is probably what I'm saying here. Yep, fun car. All right, I've really been enjoying the sound of the E46, but it's also a little anticlimactic. So conveniently, when Drift HQ was building the car, they made me an external dump setup. So if I ever wanted to change from the recirculated Quiet Boy noise, I could see what it sounds like here. And I've never tested it. We've only run this car, I guess, once when it was open downpipe, and it sounded ridiculous. So I'm wondering if this will give it kind of like a nice little snappy, exciting, high RPM climax. So we'll see what she sounds like, and comment below what you like better, and I'll tell you what I like better. Okay. So Jordan was able to reflash something in the ECU. Essentially, at some point, for whatever reason, it was running rich and the ECU started pulling fuel, but it did what's called a long-term fuel trim and adjusted it everywhere, which was making it run lean. So he found a way to disable that. That way it will just stay running the same and it just won't do that again. So we're about to hear what it sounds like with the externally routed gate now.
The screamer pipe.
That makes it sound so childish. All right, we'll roll into it. All right. Oh yeah, that just sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Air fuels look a little bit better, but I gotta watch it on the route back. I don't know if I like it. I kind of liked it being quiet. Yeah. Is that a hood strut? Yeah, it looks like that. It does. You never know what you're gonna find at a compound. Yeah. That's a billet lower control arm right there. I'm just kidding. Imagine. All right. big now, huh?
It sounds very aggressive.
It's kind of really cool, actually.
I think.
I think I might actually have to leave it like this. Air feels tits now, 11.5. I love that. Can I do a quick donut just to like, you know, let them see what it sounds like from the outside? It's so cool that I could do a donut with my first car.
I know.
I don't know why that's so cool to me.
Good rig.
Silver pool. That's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, life's been a little all over the place trying to coordinate all the moving and all the things going on between compound renovations, home renovations. Reminder to go check out and subscribe to the Obsessed Garage channel. I imagine Matt will probably have a few videos on this place before we're even back from Japan. I've got one more video that I'm gonna film that's kind of like I guess a bigger topic-based video that I think you guys will enjoy at the compound. Then we're off to Japan. It's gonna be a short trip, but we're gonna go hang out with the boys, have some fun, get some tandems in. And then back here for, I guess, the longest break we'll have had in a while. Hopefully like a solid month. Well, I was gonna say month to 3 months, but it's gonna be about a month of no traveling, which is very much needed just to kind of relax and reset. But I wanna thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.
When you said, when you said, when you said that you love me, that
A little bit better.
you love me.
Hasn't been as much.